just a heads up, everyone, you are all in the right place and we're going to get things started shortly. I'm just running a little behind. We'll probably get started within the next 5 minutes or so, so sit tight. Thank you so much for your patience and definitely keep those requests coming. No sound? Okay, great. She will catch on in a second. Renee says, yeah, I sure did. Thank you all for letting me know. So, starting from the top again, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm so grateful for all of you here, especially all of you that are folks who've been here before that are being so kind and welcoming to the new folks. I know that you always do it, but really I appreciate you all so much, especially today. Thank you for excusing my tardiness and my neglect to unmute my microphone. It's just one of those weeks. It's going to be okay. We're sailing into the weekend, and here we go. So if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. And for those of you who are new, click that live chat button, drop on in, say hi, set any requests to your personal well-being. We're going to get things started off with a beautiful crystal grid built exactly to all of your requests. So, and then after that, I will send some distance Reiki to you wherever you happen to be. And I am here tonight twice because it is Friday. So I'm here at 4 p.m. East Coast US time, and then I will be returning at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. You're welcome both, one or the other, totally cool. So good to have you all, and definitely remember to hit that like button. So let's go ahead and start building that crystal grid and get into things. Hang on, everything's going a little wonky. My goodness, it's not even a Mercury retrograde. What is going on? There we go. Okay, so here's our grid. We've got a mirrored surface as per normal. This helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. The copper helps to break up any energy blockages and gets the optimal flow of healing going. And we're starting off today with a couple of requests that came in to me from a regular. We have blue lace agate. This helps with sore throats, skin allergies, tension headaches, and communicating feelings that are really difficult to express. It's also really helpful for arthritis and fractures. We also have some pink tourmaline, excellent for every type of gynecologic issue you could possibly imagine, as well as nerve pain, headaches and migraines, muscle weakness, and breaking down a negative self-image. It's also wonderful for mother-baby bonding. And peridot, which helps to boost all of our most beautiful friendships. Lovely for releasing guilt, anger, and jealousy. Lovely for digestion and stomach troubles, and also helpful for breaking bad habits. So that is peridot. And I do see, I was looking through the chat, Jenny, I'm so sorry. So I'll definitely bring in some grief and support for, the loss of your cat, and also for the healing up of your bite. So we'll do those first, and then I will get to everybody's requests, and then we're going to get into the healing. So thank you again so much for your patience. It has been a wild week for everyone, but yeah, it's definitely been absolutely bonkers over here. And Lori, I sent you an email, but it came back as undeliverable. I don't know, but I will try again. So let's dive in. So Jenny, let's support you. Let's see. I'm so sorry. Okay, good stuff. And yeah, I was just looking at pictures of my cat that passed away at the age of 17 a few years ago, and I was like, earlier, like last night and this morning. Yeah, so I understand. So let's bring in some grief love. Let's bring in some jet. And let's bring in some green onyx. Allie, welcome in. Yeah, let me say the hellos to everyone. So, Lori, Jenny, Renee, Still Not Still, Dell, Little Tree, welcome back. Renee, Catherine, Flower, Becca, the Gelguire, good to see you. Creative Diva, Alicia, let me know if I mispronounced that. Lila Ray, yeah, definitely happy Fridays. Chris, Allie, Ninja4858. Oh, a nice full house. Okay, good stuff. So let's bring in some jet. This is my favorite stone for grief. This is one that I give my friends when they're grieving. This helps with loss of whether it's an animal companion, a close loved one, a friend, family member. This is excellent with grief. It helps you to be in your grief without getting lost in a well of just misery. It helps you to process those emotions thoroughly, but with support. It's actually wood that's been fossilized through incredibly high heat, usually a volcano. This is also very protective against like the evil eye, paranormal stuff, that kind of thing. And it's superb for anyone that's working through a hospice type situation, or if you have a friend, family member, loved one, or animal companion that is soon to pass over. So that is jet. And for sadness and grief, let's bring in some green onyx. This is lovely not only for grief, but also for sadness, loneliness. It's very heart-centered, and it can really help you to, in a way, it's almost like a soothing balm for the heart center. Helpful too for emotional shutdown and those times when we need to make decisions and move forward despite the emotional pain that we might be in. So I hope that that helps, Jenny. Lots of love to you. And I did see for GYN support, female support for sure. So that's definitely pink tourmaline. And let's do some animal healing for you and for Eva. And for, I'm seeing a lot of you have older animals too. Let's bring in some desert rose selenite and some leopard skin jasper. These are our favorite animal healing stones. So leopard skin jasper helps with supporting our animal companions and their well-being. Also helps us to connect with our animal guides and guardians. It helps anything impacting the skin, and it also helps coordination and balance. This is also a stone that can help us to attract love and romance, especially soulmate type connections. So if that's something you're working on, leopard skin jasper is right here for you. Here we go. Next is desert rose selenite, which is wonderful for the well-being of animals, and it's also very helpful for men's health. Desert rose selenite is also wonderful for all of the consistent changes we need to make over time to achieve our larger dreams and goals, helpful for redefining ourselves as well as having perseverance with school, helpful for tummy troubles, as well as acne, eczema, fighting viruses, and lovely too for finding a place to live and moving and all of the paperwork especially involved in that process. So whether it's like loan applications or sale documents or even lease documents, this is a lovely ally to have. So that's desert rose selenite. So lots of love to you, Jenny. Oh, let's bring in some moss agate. This is one that's thought to be supportive, help your body to support itself while it fights off viruses, infections, bacterial things. This is actually sacred in Chinese medicine for exactly that. Also helpful for connection with nature, which is really helpful for seasonal affective type issues. Helpful too for fears of the unknown, for connecting with our inner child or higher self. Lovely too for just feeling a stronger connection to spirit and unconditional love. So that is moss agate. So lots of love to you, Jenny. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Thank you. And Dell, you have some really great requests. Oh, definitely. So let's bring in, and pardon me if I jump around the list. I just want to make sure I get everybody's requests in. And let's see. Hey, Paul. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Healing on body health supported by spirit. Sounds like you were right on time for moss agate. Absolutely that. It's everything about physical healing and especially about feeling connected to spirit. So I think that that'll really help. Hey, Janice, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. Okay, good stuff. So let's bring in some of Dell's requests first. Awesome. Okay. Indigo Gabbro. This will also help Jenny's request for women's health. So let's start with Indigo Gabbro. Indigo Gabbro also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. Actual Merlinite is a very different stone. But this is, like I said, lovely for women's health and everything from menopause to period pains. Helpful too for integrating your spiritual connection into your everyday life. It's wonderful for shadow work, looking at those parts of ourselves that maybe we don't readily see or we'd rather weren't there. If we really want to make those deep, long-lasting changes, this can help with that. Also lovely for noticing the ways in which we get in our own way, our detrimental tendencies, and helpful too for intuition, dreams, and meditation. So that is Indigo Gabbro. Super 7 is extremely helpful for all things intuitive. This is like the third eye super fun time stone. And I'm so grateful to Chris for providing us with this. It also helps to strengthen our energy field and invites in a lot of inner peace, inner harmony, and even unity consciousness. That is enlightenment. That is seeing that we're all interconnected. Wonderful too for earth healing, as well as working towards those larger goals, dreams, and ambitions. So let's bring in Super 7. Next is Kambaba Stone. I'm so glad you requested this. There'll be an email going out shortly. It should have gone out earlier, but that was part of just how today is going. And Kambaba Stone is the crystal of the month. So it is currently half off in the crystal shop. The specimens I have are the bigger ones you've seen, which actually, I usually show this on camera because it's a lot easier to see it. Kambaba Stone is actually, ooh, my goodness. I said today is the day, right? Awesome. So Kambaba Jasper is fossilized blue-green algae, and it is wonderful for connection to the earth and doing any kind of earth healing, as well as connection to our ancestors and the lands that they inhabited. It's lovely for learning new things, especially languages. It can be really helpful for courage, confidence, helping the yield of plants and crops, and it's lovely for mental focus and finding like patterns and errors in a lot of information. So let's go ahead and bring in these smaller pieces of Kambaba Stone, often called Kambaba Jasper. It's not technically a jasper, although, I mean, we're splitting hairs to some extent. But yeah, it is fossilized blue-green algae. And we have fossilized wood, fossilized blue-green algae. We're getting all into the fossilized stuff today. And let's see. crazy lace agate, another one with courage and confidence, as well as protection. This is a stone of considerable balance. It can really help too with protection. It supports the heart and solar plexus chakras. It's lovely for physical energy, supporting health of the skin, eyes, and speech, and especially for connection with spider medicine. So if spiders are a good thing for you, if they tend to come for you spiritually as a guide, this can help you to connect with them. This is also helpful for working through fears around really anything, any kind of phobia, but especially phobias of insects and especially spiders. So there you go. That is crazy lace agate. There we go. Awesome. Garnet, aventurine, clear quartz, selenite, and I'm going to bring those crystals in as I go through everybody's requests, but I will make sure that all of the requests go in, Del. Thank you for being here all the way from Ireland. It's always lovely to see you and Lori. Oh, those are some good requests. Oh, Patty and Key, good to see you. Joanna, welcome back. Oh, let's see. Awesome. Ah, gotcha. Flower, mobility, fear, and staying in the present time. You got it. So let's do Herkimer diamond, polychrome jasper, and ruby. Ruby helps with the courage to be ourselves. And it is superb for management and leadership skills. Wonderful too for love and fertility, and especially in this case, releasing fear. Wonderful too for stopping nightmares, making decisions, and also if you're working on manifesting some financial stability, ruby is a superb stone for that. It's also really helpful for fibromyalgia pain. So that is ruby. Polychrome jasper helps to reinvigorate our passions in life, and it's very, very motivating. It's got a lot of confidence too. This is one that will make you want to get up and move around a bit. It's wonderful for support of the joints and just encouraging you to say like, okay, I want to get up and go for that walk or do those physical things out in reality that I've been wanting to do for a bit. Very supportive of mobility. But yeah, great at breaking indifference, or if you just feel kind of stuck, this can be wonderful. So that's polychrome jasper. Go. Herkimer diamond helps with being in the present moment and so much more. It also helps to boost anything that you might be manifesting, and with also helps with relaxation. So great Friday stone. Helps to balance and harmonize discordant energy, especially if you're among a lot of people or in a place that just doesn't feel like it's settled. This can be helpful. Wonderful too for metabolism and general intuition. So that is Herkimer diamond, which is a type of double terminated quartz that is found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. Awesome. All the best to you, flower. Lots of love. Still not still, something for peace, frustration, and tolerance. You've been in meltdown mode. Oh, I'm so sorry. Struggling with what doesn't have much wiggle room for things to be worse. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let's see what we can do. Peace, frustration, tolerance. Let's bring in dumortierite and chevron amethyst. So dumortierite is great for releasing pent-up anger, frustration, resentment, which can all come from just being in a really intolerable and volatile place for a long time. It's also really helpful for improving tidiness, situations that seem beyond hope, for big-time Uranus transits, if you're into your astrology. And it can really help with standing up for yourself, as well as giving patience where patience is due. Helps too with the healing of ligaments and tendons. So that is dumortierite. And chevron amethyst helps with tolerance. Very much helps with tolerance. Also really helpful for degenerative diseases and connection to our spirit guides and helpers. Also helps to boost manifesting. It's a stone that can help take our messages up to spirit and help open us up to those messages that are returned. Also wonderful for visionary work like clairvoyance. So if you're doing any kind of shamanic journeying or visionary meditation, this is a wonderful stone to choose. Okay, and definitely with meltdown mode, the green onyx might be really helpful too. Let's also do I'm going to keep that in mind as I continue to bring things out for different. Those are the two best stones for sure, but I'll see if there's other ones that come to mind as I work through. Thank you for being here and all the best to you. Okay, the Gelguire. Good to see you too. Fibromyalgia, head cold, general well-being. You got it. So let's bring in tree agate, because we already have moss agate in there, which I would have grabbed for you if I hadn't already. And citrine and carnelian. Carnelian is lovely for colds and allergies as well as wound healing, but it's also the stone of the sacral chakra, and this is relationships, like how we relate to the world around us and our closer intimate relationships. Definitely helps with attracting love, wonderful for sexual well-being, and also for attracting that, like, and I said, attracting love, but almost like a soulmate type relationship. Helps too with breaking through any kind of laziness or just sort of if you feel like you need a little motivation. And it's great for fertility as well as creativity. So that is carnelian. There we go. Ruby is definitely helpful for fibromyalgia pain, and that's here. But another stone that's really helpful for that is citrine. Citrine is wonderful for things like nausea and definitely fibro, as well as addictions and compulsions. We often use this stone to help manifest financial abundance. It's superb for that. Also good for making good financial decisions and for balancing our logic with our intuition. And that can be a really great way to utilize your intuition in a more integrated and holistic way in different aspects of your life. And tree agate can be very helpful with just general body, mind, and spirit healing, but especially just energy within the body. It is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga, and really does help bring balance to every imbalance, regardless of what's required to bring it into balance or what's required to be released. Helps too with dissolving ego, calming the physical and emotional nerves. Wonderful for inner peace and to notice habits that are holding you back. So that is tree agate. So I hope you feel better. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you, and I definitely hope you feel better soon. Ninja 4858. strengthen your intuition and sense of discernment, and to not be afraid. Gotcha. Oh, you're welcome, Still Not Still. You can so relate with all of these crystals, Becca. Yeah, it's something. No matter what, it seems like we find a lot of ourselves in other people's requests, regardless of how different the reasons behind them might be. There's so much synchronicity among everyone here. There always is. And I'm so glad you're seeing that already. And Sister Sheba, welcome in. It's great to see you. So let's go ahead with... Oh, hey, welcome in, Allison. Okay. Okay, so we're looking for some definitely intuition. The Super 7 is really helpful. We have a lot of good ones here for that too, as well as Chevron Amethyst, but one to help you with not being afraid and kind of opening up to that. Let's see. And discernment will bring in celestite. Okay. And there's going to be even more intuition stones, but definitely Super 7 is a powerful one for intuition. For discernment, we'll bring in celestite. This is a very angelic stone. This helps you to be in contact and close connection with your angels, your spirit guides. Wonderful for discernment, especially, is this guidance? Is this fear? Is this logic? Is it emotion? Where is this message coming from? This can be very helpful. It's also wonderful for changing the way that we relate to pain. So it's one that brings us into our upper chakras more of our spiritual connections than physical. So that just changes our experience of pain for the better. And black onyx, ruby's that's one of the good fear stones. But black onyx can be really helpful too. This is great for grounding fear and anxiety. It also helps to relieve self-doubt and bring in quite a bit of self-esteem, which can be really helpful when you're working through developing your intuition. Also helpful for ancestral connection. So if you have an ancestor that helps you with this can help you connect with them too. It's wonderful for protection and also grief, which definitely seems to fit for today's requests. It's also helpful for protecting against individuals who would tend towards playing mind games. So that is black onyx. Okay. Lots of love to you, Ninja4858. Allie B. Love and light and abundance to us all. Yes, please and thank you. I affirm that. All career blocks removed and anger and resentment. Gotcha. So let's bring in Howlite, which will also help Still Not Still. And abundance to us all. And moving career blocks. Gotcha. Let's go ahead with tourmalinated quartz first. This is a lovely stone. It has black tourmaline going through it, and tourmalinated quartz can be a variety of different colors. This happens to be green, but black tourmaline breaks up and actually repels negative energy going through quartz. It helps break up old stuck energy. This is great for healing really old pain, emotional pain, trauma, as well as even patterns from childhood. Helpful too for inviting in connection to new jobs, new revenue streams, all of that. So this will definitely help break up blockages and related to career. Wonderful too for fortune and luck, as well as protection for travelers, especially those who are traveling by car. Howlite is wonderful for anger and resentment, as well as frustration. And it can be really helpful for the joints and the bones, whether you've got chronic pain or an acute injury of either. This can be really helpful. It's thought wonderful too for calcium absorption and healthy bones, which I can always use support with. Lovely too for just like hair, teeth, bones, that kind of thing. So that is white howlite. I feel like that's one of the most underrated healing crystals going, is white howlite. And for abundance for us all, I thought to grab some pyrite. This will also help with Ninja 4858's request for support around intuition. Pyrite helps with opening our intuition while also protecting us from anything we don't want to connect with. And it definitely helps promote financial abundance and bringing in the things we need to survive and thrive. Wonderful too for the lungs, fever, and memory, like information recall. So if you are struggling with, or not struggling with, if you're studying right now, pyrite's a lovely stone for that. So let's bring that in. And thank you for being here, Allie. Lots of love to you for all the way to the UK. Yeah, I agree. This is going to be a nice positive grid today. I agree, Patty. Taking the words out of my mouth that I couldn't necessarily think of on my own, right? Lisa, welcome in. Oh, Del, this is going to be your first anniversary of hanging out in our chat. Oh, yay! I'm so glad. Oh, I'm glad you're here too, Ninja 4858. Okay. All right, just seeing where I left off. There we go, Lori. Jade Larimer. So I'm going to continue working in all of Lori's requests as I go through too, but I want to add in a few now. We've got rose quartz here. Rose quartz is lovely for the heart center if you need some emotional support, and I think we all do today. It also helps if you are working towards opening up to better relationships. This can really help with seeing that you are love and you're worthy of love. So whether you're emotionally depleted or working on seeing yourself as the lovable being you are, rose quartz is really helpful. So we'll put the tourmalinated quartz on that. That tourmalinated quartz here, wonderful for all of the childhood type stuff too. So we've got that. Lapis will also help with the requests around employment and work and jobs. This definitely helps to open up career opportunities. It also is supportive of integrity, living up to our commitments, open, honest communication. Lovely for personal responsibility, and even if you're trying to turn over a new leaf and be less disorganized, this can be really supportive. Helpful too for vertigo and hearing loss. So that is lapis lazuli. Next is azurite, and if anyone has requests around creativity, which I know some of you definitely do, this is a lovely stone for that. So azurite is wonderful not only for the creativity, but intuition, insight, connection to and awakening of our spiritual self, removal of obstacles and blockages in our life path as well as within ourselves. Helpful for connection with spirit guides as well as gaining wisdom from them, and it helps to quiet and calm the mind during meditation. Lovely for muscle spasms, uncontrolled muscle movements like tics, as well as spasms. So that is azurite. And emerald will also help the request we had from the Gelguire about having a cold. This is great for upper respiratory everything as well as just the cardiopulmonary connection. Helpful for healing skin and tissue, reinvigorating our passions in life, and for giving us a little bit more confidence about our appearance, especially those parts of our appearance that we're particularly sensitive about. So that is emerald. And let's bring in also jade. Jade is helpful for so many things. It's just a general good fortune in every capacity type stone, sacred to the Mayans and throughout China. Wonderful for body, mind, and spirit balance and inner peace, for dream work, as well as making dreams come alive and working towards our achievements. Helpful for resourcefulness and for big confidence. Lovely too for prioritizing yourself as well as your empowerment, and helpful too for grounding stress. So that is jade, specifically nephrite jade. And I'll bring in Larimer as well. Larimer can help us with connecting to our spiritual purpose and feeling the courage we need to act upon it and continue working towards bringing our spiritual mission into reality. Wonderful too for the innovation and that pioneering spirit that you'll need to blaze your own spiritual trail. So that is Larimer. There we go. I'm actually wearing Larimer. And I have your peacock ore and rhodonite here. I will get those worked in. It's good to see you, Lori, and lots of love to you all the way in Ireland. Removing all distance blocks, bringing people together and closer. Ooh. Let's bring in honey calcite. This helps with attracting the best people into your life right here and now. So this can also help bring those people closer, as peridot can as well. So honey calcite, whether you're moving, starting a new job, anything, this helps to pull in really good people into your life that are balanced with you. Also helps to support postmenopausal women, of which I am one, believe it or not, and helps too with optimism even when things are really challenging and difficult. So that's honey calcite. And let's see. The 222 portal is open. Yeah, a lot of the like numerological portals and things like that have to do with the days on the calendar, a lot of those are not like classically recognized or noticed. They're very much new. And I mean, collective belief in them makes them there if they weren't already, definitely. But let me know if the 222 portal has a specific meaning for you. I'll definitely put in any stone that can help with manifesting, so anything that you put in there, as well as second chances. Let's see. Let's bring in aquamarine for that. And let's bring in manifestation quartz potentially to help with the portal. Yeah, I'm not a lot of the like newer kind of language around portals and stuff. It is very new, it is very real, but it's just not something that's part of my practice, so I know a lot less about them, but I'm always down to learn more about them. So manifestation quartz is exactly what it sounds like. It's almost like the birthday candle on the crystal grade cake, and this can help us to solidify our intentions and send them up to spirit. So definitely go ahead, everyone, if you're manifesting, just put that manifestation on that quartz. I'm also going to bring in, you said for second chances, aquamarine is lovely for forgiveness. It also helps like may justice prevail kind of themes, and it's what we also call the anti-Karen stone. It helps to deflect petty, spiteful, immature types of behavior, tantrum kind of stuff, the things you would associate with Karens. And it's also great for healing teeth, gums, and general circulation, movement of body fluids. So I hope that that helps with second chances for you. But let me know if there's something more specific you want for the 222 portal. And thank you for being here. It's good to see you as always. Becca, healing past childhood trauma that has caused so much pain internally, really ready to let that shit go. Oh, I totally understand. Tourmalinated quartz is going to be really helpful with that. As is, let's see. Let's bring in some Lemurian quartz, specifically blue mist Lemurian quartz. Wonderful for healing the past, whether it's childhood, past life, and oftentimes there's a little bit of both in there. It definitely helps with the releasing past emotional pain and bringing in a lot of healing to the present part of your life. Also helps you to learn and grow through the experience so that you have this wisdom that you're cultivating to serve yourself and others in the future. So yeah, let's bring this in. But yeah, great helpful for spiritual learning as we do some deep healing on some really old patterns. So lots of love for you there. And let's also bring in some selenite. This was requested by Dell. So selenite helps to set a space for nothing but pure white light. As you can see, it only reflects pure white light. This helps to create a lovely, harmonious spiritual space for all involved. And it can also help to clear our own energy field. So this could probably be helpful here too, like clearing some of that old stuff that we don't need. And yeah, it's so important that I keep a piece beneath every grid that we build here. So yeah, but all the best to you, Becca. And okay, cool. Let's also do, okay, so we got emerald. Let's get some of Chris's requests for sure. I think we've got a lot of them. Okay, so green aventurine was requested by both you and Dell, so let's do that next. So green aventurine helps us expand our vision of who we are and what we can do and set higher expectations for ourselves than we think we can accomplish, but we can. So this is lovely too for heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, as well as fertility. But anytime you struggle with like, oh, I can't do that, this is a helpful stone to deal with the I can't do that. I could never do that. So that's green aventurine. It's a lot of confidence in a very nurturing and supportive way. So that's green aventurine. And moonstone is lovely for connection to the rhythms, cycles, and patterns of nature especially as, you can imagine, the cycles of the moon, the lunar cycles, full moons, new moons. If you do that kind of work, this is a really helpful stone. Very protective of women and travelers. This can also help you to connect to the divine feminine, high-level intuition, and connection to older, even ancient healing practices, as well as well women practices. So we'll bring this in. It's a beautiful stone of intuition. It's also a stone that can powerfully help call in your soulmate match. So that is Moonstone. Okay. Garnet is helpful for courage, creativity, and practicality. If you're trying to think of how you can get all the things done in a small amount of time, garnet's helpful. It's also helpful for planning out like big long-term types of goals. Wonderful too for just a lot of courage, and even for strength and balance in times of significant change. I know change can be unmooring for a lot of us. This is a lovely stone to help you through that. It's very Capricorn, and it is January's birthstone. So that's garnet. Rhodonite is helpful for healing a broken heart. It's often thought of as the divorce stone, the breakup stone, and it can help us to open our heart again after a heartbreak or a loss. Lovely too for healing from past emotional abuse, as well as gaining some confidence, dealing with insecurities. Wonderful for the lungs, as well as allergies, autoimmune types of things, and asthma. All of those apply to me for sure. This also helps to balance the yin and yang energies in the body. So let's go ahead and bring in rhodonite. Awesome. Okay. And let's bring in next some blue apatite. This is helpful for improving our relationship with food, whether that is a weight loss goal or just wanting food to have a healthier place in our life, or shifting our diet for any reason. This can be really helpful. Also helps to boost our energy field, as well as helping us to learn about our soul's purpose and mission, and also giving us the courage to act upon it. Wonderful for inner peace and inner harmony. So that is blue apatite. And labradorite is lovely for improving sleep, as well as clairvoyance, our spiritual sight. Helpful for calming disputes, and it's wonderful for creating workplace harmony. So definitely bring this around to the more toxic work environments. Lots of labradorite. Helpful too for detailed attention to things and finding errors and patterns in lots of information. So that is labradorite. Okay. And I'll continue working through the rest of your requests as we keep going too. Thank you for being here, Chris. Lots of love to you and Ava. Becca, you mentioned you believe you can fly, but you're holding yourself back. Gotcha. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder on the hitting the like button, Dell. Appreciate that. So let's see. Things where we can get in our own way. That's really like an indigo gabbro. This is lovely for helping like show where we're holding ourselves back. I love that stone for that. So that's really helpful. requesting anything to motivate you to exercise. Ooh, we got you covered. Oh yes. Polychrome jasper, lovely for encouraging physical movement, getting motivated and like getting into the things and getting it done. Also helps with joint health. So it's a good mobility and like motivation stone, especially for things like exercise. Alicia, healing for intestinal tract, clear resistance to living a completely sober and healthy life. Love and gratitude, absolutely. So a good one for addictions and compulsions is citrine, which is here, but there's also amethyst, which definitely applies to chevron amethyst as well. Lovely stones for helping us to connect to everything that you would think of related to the Serenity Prayer, like helping to see the things that we want to change, helping us to see the things that we can't accept, helping us to know the difference, but also helping us to open up to wanting to change and to making those changes, but also not beating ourselves up at the same time. Another one is, let's see. Yeah, let's bring in some dragon's blood. Also goes by dragon stone. This can be very helpful when it comes to having the strength and courage to change, learning from our mistakes, and having passion and having patience with ourselves. Helps with the immune and nervous systems. It's lovely for grief and loss too. It helps us to sort through and work through those feelings without getting stuck. And it's great for happiness and wisdom and optimism. So that is Dragonstone. So all the best to you. And healing for intestinal tract, I would say peridot, which is in there, as well as Dalmatian jasper. This is black tourmaline going through jasper in this case. So Dalmatian jasper helps to clear our energy field, and it's also very connected with the digestive tract, especially in cases of IBS, Crohn's. I have celiac disease. I work with this on occasion for that, but great for all digestive disorders. Wonderful too for clearing old, like the energy of old patterns, almost like something shifts for the better, but everyone still keeps showing up expecting the worst because that's what we have always received. This helps with clearing that old energy so that you can let go of cynicism and jadedness and open up to new possibilities. So that's Dalmatian jasper. So I hope that that helps you. There we go. Let's bring that in. All the best to you. And you'd feel like you were supposed to be here today because all the crystals are speaking to you, and Flower responds with, come back at 8 and the same thing will happen. You love it. Thank you. And yes, absolutely. Hey, Athena Nicole, good to see you again. Where did I leave off? Creative Diva. Reiki energy for profound healing, protection, peace, quiet, relief, clarity, and solutions. May positive reconciliation occur soon. Guidance on how to navigate the interim with wisdom. Ooh, that's really beautifully worded. Let's do reconciliation. A big one for that is aquamarine for sure. So that's already there. So let's do, first of all, some sapphire. This can help with speedy justice. So I hope that that kind of resolution and reaching that end point is helpful. It's also really helpful for physically the thyroid, eyes, ears, helps to support folks with dementia as well as those who love and care about them. Wonderful for angelic connection, channeling, mediumship, high-level intuition, helps to open that up. And yeah, I feel like this can help. It also helps envisioning a positive outcome. So maybe that can help too. So let's bring this in here. So yeah, this is also a very angelic stone. It helps us to connect to our angels and our spirit guides. So that's sapphire. So I think that that will help. I'm also going to bring in blue calcite. Blue calcite helps with bringing healing, revelation, and clarity for sure. But it also helps with some other things that I think are going to be helpful for all of us. Soothing emotional pain, especially pain that we struggle to verbalize or share, helps with like emotional first aid. And it's great too for making decisions when you're really not in the best place to make decisions too. But yeah, great for bringing in clarity. And we also have celestite to help with clarity. So that is blue calcite. And I think that that can help with the guidance too. And the other stone that comes to me for you is Amazonite. So I'll bring it in. This one helps with self-care, like giving us self-respect and helping us to see that we can support that we deserve the same level of support that we would show others. It's also very calming, and it helps to support the spine and spinal nerves. It's also a good one for luck. But yeah, that's the one that wanted to come in for you. So that's the one I brought. So there we go. That is Amazonite. So lots of love to you, Creative Diva. Always good to see you. And wonderful. Awesome. Good to see you, Creative Diva. Oh, and Jenny, you also have, oh my goodness, a friend who has terminal brain cancer and you just found out. Oh my goodness. Let's bring in some rutilated quartz. I must have lost that in the earlier passages. So rutilated quartz is, it's one that's often seen as a beautiful gift for anyone with cancer. It's thought to help with, because these rutils that are going through quartz, it's thought to help direct the energy of any kind of healing that you have, that you're receiving, to go to the place that it's most effective in the body. It also helps to give a boost of physical energy. So yeah, so hopefully this can help with comfort as well as longevity. And also, this is good for mental focus too, everyone. So that is rutilated quartz. I'm so sorry, hon. Sadly, jet is also very helpful for that, for coming to terms with like that pre-grief in a sense. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I would have put jet in if it wasn't already in there for you. So lots of love to you and your family. Yeah, it's a lot to wrap your head around. Catherine, headache, money manifestation, creativity, and foot pain. We've got all the good creativity stones in. We've got a couple of headache stones in with pink tourmaline and blue lace agate. Let's bring in rhodochrosite, red tiger eye, and malachite. Malachite is helpful for arthritis, pain, and inflammation. And it's also really helpful for processing really difficult emotions without kind of getting stuck in them. It's wonderful for processing those emotional things so that we can leave them in the past and move forward without feeling like we're being held back by them. Wonderful too for depression, anxiety, and fears and phobias, as well as feeling connected to Archangel Raphael. So let's go ahead and put these two here. Okay. Rhodochrosite is another stone that can help with headaches. In addition to headaches, it's helpful for asthma, intuitive connection, telepathy, and journeying, as well as heart and circulation and the bond between mother and child, whether it's a newborn type situation or if you're healing wounds of the past around maternal connection. So that is rhodochrosite. Oop. There we go. And for financial abundance, we've got citrine, we've got pyrite. Let's bring in the red tiger eye. This helps with manifesting financial abundance in a hurry, and it's really protective against bullies, those who would gaslight, triangulate, those who tend to act out on someone else. Also helpful for sexism and things like that too, especially for those who need help at work with that. But it's also wonderful for, like I said, financial abundance in a hurry. So that is red tiger eye. Okay. And foot pain. Definitely think the foot pain can be helped with the malachite. Cool. Thank you for being here, Catherine. Lots of love to you and your family. Ooh, Catherine, your novel's available for pre-order on Kindle. What is the name of it? I need a new read. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I don't usually read fiction, but we all need something new, right? Paul, so healing on body health supported by spirit. Definitely moss agate is that in a nutshell, like we mentioned earlier, but also want to give a little bit more health and healing. The stone that wants to come out for you is green kyanite. This is very good for connection to nature and spirit. So as far as physical healing, this has to do with the throat, chest, lungs, heart, asthma, cardiopulmonary stuff. Not 100% sure that that's what's going on with you, but overall, this can really help with lots of things. It's great for balancing and blending the spiritual side of your life with the more mundane side of your life. And it's great for connection with spirit, gaining wisdom through intuition, and also feeling connected to nature in a really beautiful healing way. So that is green kyanite, and I hope that that helps in addition to the moss agate. So lots of love to you, Paul. Good to see you again, and hope you're feeling better soon. Janice, awesome. Welcome in. Isn't it so awful that we're in the US and it's like, oh, I'm sick. Oh, good. I get time off work. I know. Some requests for Patty and Key. So we've got some sugilite, some pinkionite, or pinkunzite rather, fuchsite, Septarian helps with muscle pain and spasms and healing wounds. It's also really helpful for emotional growth and maturity, and supports us in even getting into the places where we need to get a little vulnerable to get to the depth of the issues. Helps with finding the underlying causes and behaviors, habits, and beliefs that are our own undoing, and definitely helps supporting the solar plexus. That's our center of self, personal identity, and free will. So let's go ahead and place one here and one here. Can't really see it there. We will work these in as we move around here. Okay. Sodalite helps with expression and communication. Wonderful for homesickness, grounding impulses, and also coming to terms with aging, as well as any issues that are coming from menopause. And like I mentioned earlier, that's something I'm already dealing with. Have been for a while. Bring in the sodalite. This is also a lovely stone to use if you really get kind of put through the ringer around Mercury retrograde. It's wonderful for that. Serpentine helps with diabetes, hypoglycemia, in general, just blood sugars. Helps too with calcium and magnesium deficiency. I struggle with those deficiencies and many others because of long undiagnosed celiac disease. I was only diagnosed in like 2005, and just, bones can use it, muscles can use it for sure. Definitely helps with muscle weakness. It's another stone that's thought to support folks with dementia as well as those who love and care about them. It's great for rashes, eczema, and even connecting in trance meditation. So let's go ahead and put a couple pieces here and here. Awesome. All the best to you. So fuchsite helps with connection to fun for the sake of fun. This helps with self-care and self-love, as well as connection to the inner child. It helps us to just experience play in a really rejuvenating way. It's also wonderful for sleep issues as well as spinal alignment. Whoop, dropping stuff. Pink kunzite is my favorite stone for compassion. I feel the Kuan Yin whenever I hold these. Lovely for attracting commitment-based love. Helpful for opening up the heart to love again after heartbreak. And it's wonderful for hormones. Also chemical sensitivities and even if you're sensitive to scents and fragrances, getting a slight itch around them, this can help. Wonderful for nerve pain, new moms, sleepless babies, and definitely heartache, heartbreak. It's also thought helpful for toxic workplaces, like toxic bosses. So let's bring in pink kunzite. This is sugilite. This helps to connect in unity consciousness. That's the awareness that we're all interconnected, and what we put out into the universe, we put into ourselves. Very much an enlightened worldview. It's very much what is encompassed in the crown chakra, the awareness of the existence and persistence of us beyond our physical vessel. So that is sugilite. Peridot is in there, tree agate, pyrite. Definitely bring in zoisite, prehnite. Prehnite helps to hold a space for spiritual teaching and spiritual purpose. Wonderful for refusing unfair demands that are placed on us. Helps to aid meditation. And it's one that supports all types of really high level intuition. Things like lucid dreaming. Things like prophecy, divination, things like that. Also helpful for anemia, gout, kidney, and bladder issues. So this is Prehnite, Prehnite. So we'll put these here. Wonderful. Blue lace agates in there. I'll bring in some Pneumite. Pneumite is one that helps us to go to the places within that need healing and support and find them, identify them, and find beautiful as these bright flashes of light in the darkness would suggest. Helps us to find the light within the darkness within. Wonderful too for serious protection of our spiritual tools like our tarot cards, and also helpful for any kind of beyond the veil kind of death and dying work. So that is Pneumite. So let's put this one here. Let's see if I have a slightly smaller one. Yeah, I'll put that one right here. Awesome. Zoisite helps with seasonal affective issues, releasing negativity, and connection to nature. Wonderful too for working through our list of to-dos and facing all of those things without the tendency to procrastinate. So that is Zoisite. Zebra jasper is wonderful for like overwhelming stress, and also for standing up for yourself in the face of that overwhelming stress, not just being sort of knocked over by it. Helps with empowerment, and it's wonderful for empowerment, but also going with the flow when you need to. Helps too with breaking through apathy. It's wonderful for muscle spasms and generally optimism, even in really challenging times. And it's also thought helpful for bone disorders. So that is zebra jasper. And epidote helps with recovery from illness and injury. And a superb one for working through any type of negative self-talk if you want to try to break that habit. Helps with the nervous system, skin, and connection to the fairy realm. And with that, I think we have a feline visitor who wants to say hi. And Miss Gertie, are you waiting patiently? Do you want to come up? Yeah. How you doing, Bubble-O? Oh, yeah. Aw, little Gertie. Thank you for being here, Patty. Yep, little Gertie sitting right in front of me, waiting for the Reiki to start. Oh, good. You got a prescription for the bite. I'm glad, Jenny. Depression and self-esteem for Allison. Absolutely. We have a lot of good self-esteem stones. I was actually reaching for black onyx. That helps with releasing self-doubt, bringing in self-esteem, a lot of protection, and a lot of support, connection to ancestors. So that's already in. And I'm going to bring in some amber for you. So amber helps with seasonal depression as well as depression, and it helps with softening rigid beliefs and attitudes. It boosts creativity. So look at that. We did have another creativity stone that I totally overlooked. It helps with attracting lasting love, tooth health and teething, as well as releasing negativity and emotional blocks. Really helpful for luck, protection, as well as being really supportive for mental factors, like mental health in general. So we will bring in amber, which is fossilized tree sap. There we go. There we go. There we go. I hope that that helps. Oh, what stone is in my ring? I'm glad that you asked. My friend Janie made this. This is opal and diamond. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that she makes like on her own, just herself. I have it because sadly, as she was setting the diamond in this opal, the opal cracked. So, she's a fine jeweler. This is sterling silver with some gold in it. And so she decided to give it to me instead. So lucky me. But definitely check out Janie's work. She's back at the bench. And you can check out her work on Etsy. Just look for High Art, Highart. And you can find stuff that she has made, as well as old antique jewelry she has repaired and even upgraded in some cases. And some older vintage jewelry as well. But yeah, so it is opal as well as diamond. It is the only diamond I own, and it's very, well, actually, no, I have a diamond nose ring that she made me, which is really cool. Finding your soul tribe and new friends, Allison, absolutely. Honey calcite is superb for that. That will help attract in the best people into your life right here and now. Oh, Flower, thank you for answering, Allison. Danielle, green or rainbow fluorite, amethyst, rose, or smoky quartz picture jasper? What might be the best stone for a pendant urn necklace? Amethyst, rose, or smoky would work. Mine is made from rhodonite to help with healing a broken heart, and also because I have allergies and autoimmune stuff that it helps with. None of these are a bad choice. Picture jasper helps with opening up to the future. Smoky quartz helps to release fear. Helps with clearing energy as well. Yeah. If you're going to go with fluorite, you might as well go with rainbow, but either one of those are great too. There's not a bad choice there. But yeah, for some reason I'm feeling like smoky quartz, but that could just be me. I would say go with whatever is like really standing out to you. That's usually the best one. So the first one where you're like, ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so Lisa, digestive effects of her meds. We've got the two good digestive stones. We've got Dalmatian jasper, moss agate are both in there. Oh, and peridot helps with digestion. We've got both sight stones in there. We've got a lot of good lung stones, including rhodonite and rhodochrosite. We've got the heart stones and we've got the joint stones. So we're covered all there. And smoky quartz. Okay, cool. We also have good job stones, and we have garnet in there too for you, Lisa. Smoky quartz helps with protection, transmutation of really old stuck energy, helps to calm worry and prevent energy blocks, as well as helps with protection of items against theft. It's been used since the Middle Ages for that. It helps with hope in uncertain times, lovely for chronic pain, and also for flexibility of mind and body. So let's bring in some smoky quartz. There we go. Balanced energy, healthy lifestyle. We have blue lace or blue apatite, which helps with that. Let's bring in some galena. I feel like that can help you, Lisa. Galena helps with energy protection, and it's also lovely for grounding and centering, as well as healing insights. It's lovely for all kinds of inflammation, as well as like acne, boils, and cysts. Lovely too for disorders of the veins. It aids hair health and growth, and it's wonderful for mental, emotional transformation too. It's linked with Saturn, so if anyone has a Saturn transit going, this could be helpful. It's lovely for winnings of money, as well as return of lost and stolen things. But when it comes to like that mental emotional transformation, this may help with that healthy lifestyle kind of thing. So that's galena. This has a lot of lead in it, so definitely be careful. Athena, Nicole, inner peace, being mindful and less tense. Shoulders down, relax the temple of the head. Gotcha. Green calcite can help with releasing physical tension, especially if it's caused by anxiety. It helps with like laughter at your own expense and helps to relieve a lot of nervousness, but it's very calm, very reassuring. It's superb for anxiety, but it's definitely one that helps unwind those tight shoulders and helps with like not living in the stress quite so much. So that's green calcite. I feel like that can help. Lepidolite helps with calming and soothing and understanding emotions, as well as highlighting things like thought patterns and things that can be released. Lovely for mental health overall, and great for, especially great for things like obsessive thoughts, addictions, codependency, joint health, and weight loss. So this is lepidolite. It does have lithium in it. Just putting that out there. Definitely be careful. I don't ever recommend direct water infusions if you're going to work with making like a gem elixir, but this is definitely one that you don't want to do that with. Lithium can have very different impacts on different people. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you. Oh my goodness, all of the beautiful love in the chat. Okay, cool. So finally we are there. Just one or two more stones. Black obsidian also goes by Apache tier. This helps with healing deep trauma, It's highly protective. It also helps to protect one from gossip, spite. It helps to release any kind of blocked grief. And it's wonderful for overcoming even the long impacts of things like domestic violence. But yeah, wonderful for any kind of trauma, whether it is just happened or it feels like it did. So like if you're like, I struggle with PTSD, this is one that can help with when those things feel like it is happening right now. It can help with grounding and processing it. This is also excellent for grief. So that is black obsidian. Clear quartz, which was requested by Dell. These are double terminated quartz, natural double terminated. They formed this way in the earth. Clear quartz helps to amplify other stones, and it's also a good blank slate like placeholder for any stone that you don't have. Double terminated points like this, if you put them like vertically in the center of your body, it helps with balancing and harmonizing your chakras. So we will bring this in. Placing something for a skin rash. Absolutely. Actually, we have a couple of good stones for a skin rash. Serpentine is excellent for it, as is blue lace agate. Those are the two I would go for. And also leopard skin jasper helps with that too, as does dragonstone. Awesome. And peacock ore, chalcopyrite, 2 names, same awesome stone. This helps with rebirth, rejuvenation, and sort of bringing you to the next version of yourself in a totally full and spiritually grounded way. It's lovely too for any struggles with executive function, like big high-level planning. This can be exceptionally difficult for folks with ADHD as well as PTSD. Like I struggle with CPTSD, complex trauma. That can be a heavy impact to high-level planning and things like that. So very, very helpful stone in that regard. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this stone in right there. And so we've done it. We've made it. I thank you all so much for being so patient with me when I started late. And as a reminder, I'll be back at 8 p.m. with a whole nother round just like this if you feel to join me. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, Shell Bell, welcome in. And yeah, Janie is an incredible jeweler. She, one of my brick and mortar locations that I had was on Jewelers Row in Philadelphia. And that was one of the buildings that they tore down for the building of a huge, tall building that it was a boondoggle from the beginning. And well, many years later, it's still a hole in the ground. Yeah. So Janie's finally, it took her years, but she finally has her bench set up again somewhere else. And she is back behind the bench making things, fixing things. But she's got over 40 years of experience with jewelry repair. And the stuff she can do is simply astounding. So definitely recommend her stuff for sure. She also made this. This ring form existed without a stone, and she set a stone in it, which happens to be sunstone, which is one I am working with right now. Perfect. So yeah, love our jewelers every day, but especially when it's time for a Christmas present. So I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, how it works, how to make the most of your session, and then we're going to get into the Reiki healing. So you can help me lift the energy in a really simple way. Go ahead and think of all the things that you're grateful for. And then if you feel comfortable sharing them, go ahead and plug them in the chat. If you haven't already hit that like button, please consider doing so. It really, really helps. And as soon as I'm done explaining a little bit about Reiki, we're going to get into the session. So awesome. So if you do need to take a little loo break, now would be a good time. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. If you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or a tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all my social media and my email newsletter. And as I mentioned earlier, Kumbaba Stone is the stone of the month for February, and it is 50% off. There's no coupon code needed. It's already in there. So what is Reiki? Reiki has become like a catch-all term for folks in the West for energy healing, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This particular method was created by Mikao Usui in the 1920s in Japan during a time where even a teaching that could be misconstrued as part of a religion had some serious consequences. So this particular approach is completely secular, yet very, very spiritual. And so I think that's why we love it so much in the West. Generally, the understanding of what energy is in this system comes from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, and it basically takes into account the understanding of everyone and everything is interconnected, and spirit, however you define it, is supplying this beautiful soul-affirming, life-sustaining energy that brings the resilience and healing to us every day and in every way, even if we're not aware of it. And this supports our body, mind, and spirit to do all the things that they're already doing for us. So during this session, I will essentially be using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already flowing through all of us and direct more of it to you, further supporting your body, mind, and spirit. During the session, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotions may rise up or get released. You may have an opportunity to think some things through or clear your mind, and you may get some deep spiritual awareness or insights or intuitions. You may also have a deeply healing nap. All of those things are encouraged, and your unique session is going to be the perfect mix of all of those things. So how do you get the Reiki that I'm sending? Well, you just need to be open to it, and by being here, you already are. So the good news is I encourage you to just go ahead and find a place that feels physically comfortable. Whether you're laying down or sitting up, go ahead and close your eyes and simply chill out, but you also don't have to remain still. If you want to, you can stretch, move, bend, journal, write, check in with your tarot cards, play an instrument, whatever feels right to you. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time, but definitely closing your eyes and lying down is my favorite. Good to know too that you don't have to do anything else. So you don't have to keep your mind silent. You don't have to focus on anything. And if you at any point in time, if you feel distracted or if you want to go a little deeper into the session, just take a deep breath in and out. It'll bring you right back down into the session. You can continue to enjoy it. And I will send this healing to all of you for 25 minutes, during which time I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up. If you enjoy the music that we have playing in the background, thanks to some of your support, I'm able to support an actual musician who creates the actual music. So she is linked at the bottom of the description if you want to go and check her out. At the end of that 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to your body. And at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you in the chat, answering any questions you have, and also hearing any impressions that you had from your session if you feel inclined to share. So thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me. I'll be back again at 8 p.m. tonight, as well as 8 p.m. on Sunday, 8 p.m. on Tuesdays, 4 p.m. on Wednesdays. And you can see that whole schedule listed in the description. And of course, you can go ahead and subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. Know too that regardless of whenever you're watching this video, Reiki is not bound by the limitations of my humanity. So Reiki can be everywhere all at once. So it can be wherever you are. Yeah. Oh, it's a Gertie. So whenever you're watching this video, the Reiki will be here for you. And for those of you who are here live, if you would like to get some Reiki at some point and you really need it and I'm not live, check out our past healing playlist. It's always there for you. And you can always schedule a one-on-one session with me through my website. It's through Zoom. 1-hour sessions start at $75. So yeah, but I'm here 5 times a week and I'm so happy to see y'all here. So just come on in anytime and thank you for being here. So let's go ahead, head on back over to our crystal grid and get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. Good job, everyone. I'm just going to add, it looks like we have almost like an empty space in that one corner, so I want to put something there. We already added amethyst, so I'm just going to go ahead and add another piece of amethyst because I think it fits there perfectly. Oh, well done, everyone. So, ooh, cool. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to set those lights. Go ahead and enjoy in any way that feels comfortable to you. I will see you all in about 25 minutes. Little tree, so much love to you and all of those beautiful positive things you just said in there. So much love to all of you. Thank you all so much. Awesome. This is beautiful. So enjoy your sessions. I'll see you in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. You can slowly move, stretch, and bend as you feel comfortable to do so. And when you're ready, if you have any questions or anything to share, you can go ahead and use the chat. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome in, Jean. So glad to have you. And thank you everyone who hit that like button, which is most of you. Thank you so much. Oh, still not still. I'm so glad it was. You're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome, Becca. I've currently got Gertie and Hattie here, the little kitties. You're welcome, Flower, and thank you, Flower and Little Tree, for welcoming in Jean. Oh, you're welcome, Creative Diva. You're welcome, Little Tree. Hey, you. Again, the cats are upset that it's hard for both of them to fit in my lap. Becca, what do I suggest for those of you new to the practice? Definitely after Reiki, it's a good time to just sort of notice any intuitions that come up. It can make you a little bit more receptive, and to kind of use that to the highest extent you can. You can journal or write down anything that you felt. I also recommend just sort of being gentle with yourself and also drinking some water or checking in with your water intake and seeing if you need a little bit. That can sometimes happen, like Reiki can often make you feel a little thirsty. It's just something I often experience myself. Oh, thank you, Jean. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, and welcome in. Oh, thank you, Lori. I'll look for it. And thank you for letting me know. I will definitely look for it. Thank you. And I'll see what's going on, too, with my email. And you have a wonderful weekend, too. You're so welcome, Ninja4858. I hope you have a wonderful evening, too. Yep, and I'm back at 8 p.m. tonight and 8 p.m. on Sunday, so every event's at least 2 hours long. The first major part of it is all of your requests and building that beautiful grid, and then just sending the Reiki so that you can enjoy and relax. So you don't have to start right at the very beginning when I start. You can pop in anytime, and I'm super thrilled to have any of you. Thank you all for being so kind and supportive to each other. I really appreciate that. Oh, beautiful lavender and bee balm candles. That sounds amazing. Oh, thank you, Gail Guire. I hope that you feel better. I hope that this helps, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. So yeah, any other questions, go ahead and let me know. And if not, I'll give you a few more moments, but if not, I'll go ahead and end the stream with an abundance of gratitude to each and every one of you that were willing to share and open up in this space. Have a great weekend to you too, Chris. Lots of love to you and Eva. And all the best towards paying those vet bills. Absolutely. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Yes, may we all walk in beauty, Del. Beautifully said. It's wonderful as always to see you and Lori. Oh, wow, you're going to be back at 8, Jean, and you're in the UK? Del is in Ireland. Yeah. Sorry, I told. But yeah, Jean, I know that's really late/early for you. So thank you. I'm honored. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times every week. And all of those days and times are listed in the description too. But awesome. I'm so glad to see y'all. So everyone take care. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend if I don't see you at 8. All the best to you. Thank you for being here. And of course, all the links are in the description. I hope to see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.